Hi, I'm recording this video for JavaScript front-end skill test 2. So I'm assigned to the project Imdb clone. So following are the features which I need to implement in this test: a home page, a movie page, and a favorite page. And in the home page, there should be a search bar and a button to add movies to the favorite list, and a button to move on to the favorite list page. And in the and every movie title is designed in such a way when we click on that movie title, then we get extra details about that movie on movie page. And then there is a favorite movie page where all the movies are displayed which we added to the favorite list. Yeah, so let's jump to the code. So here's the index.html. It's the home page. So in the home page I have created the app heading, the IMDb movie search, and then as a input box, and uh, and all the buttons: search button, clear button, and a favorite button. And yeah, so let's look at the result. Yeah, so this is the homepage of my project. So if I enter a movie name, let's say Iron, and so it basically what it does is that it starts searching and displaying the results based on what we have typed here, just like Google does for suggestions. If we write B, then it says that there are too many results to show that there are too many movies that start with B, and then again for BA there are too many movies that start with BA. But as soon as we hit T, there are few movies that start with BAT, so all those movies are displayed here. Now if we want to add uh, movies to our favorite, then we simply click on the add button. Now if we click add on a same movie twice, then it gives the message that movie is already in the favorite list. Yeah, and when if we click the favorite list, we are taken to the favorite list page where all the movies that which we added are displayed with the delete button. If we click on the delete button, then that movie is deleted from the favorite list. And then there is that when we click the title of the movie, then we are taken to the movie info page. I mean the page where all the details of the movies are displayed, like title, year, rating, release date, runtime, genre, and directors, writers, and cast. Yeah, with the poster of that movie. And then there's a clear button. When I hit the clear button, everything goes back to normal. So let's jump to the code. In the JavaScript part, I have implemented if module. Here I have uh, handled all the I've handled two events: key up and click event. Key up events basically handles all the input that we put in the input box. Like whenever we start typing in the input box, the handle key events gets activated, and whatever the text that we have currently input in the input bar, that text is sent to the search the title function. In search the title function, we are fetching the title from the API and then converting it into JSON, extracting data from that promise that we are getting from .json function. Now if the response from the server we get is true, then we uh, set the data that we get from the server to the array that we have initialized here, movie list, and then we call the render function, render list function. Render list function one by one calls the add movies to DOM function, and inside the add movies to DOM function, we create a list item, and we initialize that list item accordingly, and then we append that list item into this unordered list that we have just created here with the ID movie list, right? So that's how uh, all the movies that starts with or have the keyword that we have given to the input appears on our front page, home page. Now if you notice that the appearance of the movies happens in some sort of this a row wise fashion. So I have implemented this part using CSS flex. In the CSS part, styles.css, the container of the list items, that is unordered list, has been set to display property as flex, and flex wrap property as wrap, and flex direction as row. So that if we decrease the size of the viewport, then the movies list automatically adjust accordingly. So if we increase the space, now there are three rows. Now there are three columns in every row. So this has been implemented using flex. And also every list item is also set property with flex, and set property as flex, and where the flex direction is column. That's why the movie title, the type of the movie, the year of the release year, and the add favorite is coming in the column order with the movie poster, of course. Now now for favorite pages that I have implemented, like if we click on the favorite pages, we get the movies that we add. Now for implementing the favorite pages, I have kept the same layout like the home page. In the favorite list HTML, I am rendering all the movies from the favorite list that we create. Now for sharing this favorite list that has been declared in script.js, I am using local storage. So what I'm doing is whenever we click on the favorite button of the home page, we set the local storage. We set the favorite list as a with the name favorite list in the local storage. Then we open the favorite HTML in the new tab. Now here we are rendering the favorite list using the favorite load JavaScript file. Here what I'm doing, the first thing that I'm doing is like I'm fetching the favorite list from local storage. Since local storage stores everything in the form of strings, so here we are passing it back into an array. Now that we have our array, we are basically appending all the list of movies in the favorite page, just like we did in the home page. The CSS is the same here as like the home page, that we are kept the unordered list display as set to flex and flex direction as row, and in the list we have set the flex direction as column, and aligned everything in the center so that every detail that movie poster, the movie name, and uh, movie release year, and the delete button appears in the sequential manner. And for implementing the delete function, we are simply creating a new array without the ID of that movie which we are deleting, and then we are calling the render list so that the deleted movies gets deleted from the DOM also. And in the favorite movie section, in the movie page details section, what we are done is we are sharing the movie ID on which we click on the home page to show its details on the movie page. Like when we click the movie title, that event is handled here. When we click the movie title, what we do is that we fetch the ID of that movie, and we set that ID in the local storage as a term as identified as movie ID. Now we are calling we are opening the movie information page. Now that movie information page, everything is being rendered using movie load.js. Here what I'm doing is, for the first thing that I'm doing is that I'm fetching the movie ID from the local storage, converting it into a ID format using json.parse. Now now that we have fetched the movie ID, the second thing I'm doing is fetching all the HTML elements which we need to update with the information. Now inside the fetch movie details function, we are again calling the API. Here we are providing the API with ID. Now the API responds with the details of the movie, and that detail is being passed by .json and then being converted into a JSON form, JSON object. Now that JSON object is being rendered. Every property of that JSON object is being rendered here one by one. First the title, then the image, then the year release year, and then the genre, the runtime, the cast, and all those things. And in the CSS part, what I've tried to do here with the movie info is that if we click a movie info, we get all the details of the text details of the movie in the left alignment manner, and the poster of the movie in the center. Now I've set this poster of the movie position as fixed in CSS, so that when I scroll, it gives basically a parallax effect in the CSS movie load CSS. The image is set to has set position as fixed, so that image is not moving as we are scrolling up and down for looking at the movie details which are going out to overflow the viewport. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. This is my movie project. One thing to note here is that the API key that I've got have a set limit of 1000 requests per day. So if I use this application frequently, then it might exhaust all the API requests that it can make in a day. So yeah, that's the thing that I want to mention, and yeah, thank you.